Alright guys, welcome back to J.Force Gaming, and I've been using this Mearsun hearing aid for about a week now, and this thing has been really incredible. Alright, and how I actually benefits from this to improve my hearing and my situation awareness around me. Okay, so for my issue is always my friend will always have problems with me or get annoyed with me when they are having a conversation with me, because all the time I will ask them to repeat themselves again and again, and eventually they get really annoyed. And until I start using these hearing aids, there's no more of this asking them to repeat themselves again, and we have a really great conversation throughout, and it's really life changing for me actually. So I've been using this for about a week now, and I tell you, it's really kind of mind-blowing that how much more things that you can hear. Alright, when although me, I don't have very severe hearing impairment, but the daily activities is very significant. So basically, the surrounding feels more clear. Alright, it just feels much more lively, and I can be much more alert at times as well, because sometimes if you have like certain small hearing impairments, right, like when there's a bike behind you or someone walking behind you, right, you don't really hear them near you, so it can be dangerous as well. But with this, you can really hear, like, there's footstep behind you, or there's like a bike behind you, and where there's tire screeches, this and that, you can hear it very clearly, which is really incredible. All right, and and all the time I'm wearing it, it's really comfortable. No one know I'm wearing a hearing aid, because it just literally looks like wireless Bluetooth sport headset. All right, so no one will know that you're actually wearing a hearing aid. And yeah, and it leaves your ears open as well, so you can also hear more stuff, and more things much clearer. And especially when I'm watching TV, or the TV sounds way clearer. Watching the news, I can understand each and every words it's saying. And it's really lightweight as well, so when I'm wearing this for a long period of time, I don't really feel anything on my head as well, and sometimes I really do forget about it. So yeah, it's really that lightweight and really very comfortable, so it's really suitable for anyone of any ages wearing it. And this is the part where I'm, in a restaurant talking to my friends, and we just have a really nice conversation. They're not getting annoyed, and we can just chit-chat for a very long period of time. Actually, I think we sit there for about close to 2 hours, chit-chatting, and they are really surprised, like, why I didn't ask them to repeat again. And until then, I revealed to them that, I'm wearing this hearing aid, and they were quite shocked. They thought that it was just, a Bluetooth headset I'm wearing all the time, but it's a hearing aid, and they were quite, intrigued by that. So yeah, it's really cool about this hearing aid as well. And one useful features of this compared to a traditional hearing aid is because it's bone conduction. Instead of like hearing protection, alright, bone conduction technology reduces the potential risk of hearing damage by transmitting sound to the auditory nerve, thereby avoiding direct pressure on the cochlea and middle ear. So yeah, this is particularly well, alright, for someone who has like mild to moderate, so it doesn't damage your inner ear, alright, more than traditional hearing aid, where it's push direct sound into your eardrum, into your cochlea, alright, and can create more damage in the future, in the long run. So bone conduction doesn't damage your ear at all, and it just vibrates your skull, and and it sends the sound waves directly into your auditory nerve and your skull. So yeah, can sound really good, and no one else can hear what you're hearing. So this is the best part about this bone conduction hearing aids. Alright, so now let's just talk about the technical specification of this and the other features this thing has built into it. Alright, and this is not only just the hearing aid itself. Alright, so if you want to get this, alright, let's just see what you will get inside the package itself first. Alright, so you get presented with this really large, nice box that opens up both ways. Alright, and you get a very nice carrying case right over here that includes the headset itself, and inside this very nice hard shell carrying case, so you don't have to worry about adding pressure to it, right? Because the hard shell, it will keep the hearing aids protected inside this. Great for traveling, great for moving around. Alright, and like I said, inside here you are presented with the hearing aid, and as well as a magnetic charging cable to charge your hearing aids up. So yeah, this is what you get inside the package. Really awesome. Alright, and furthermore, inside here we do get a quick start guide manual, alright, and as well as a self-fitting device. So yeah, this is a self-fitting device for you, alright, to control the headset itself, to adjust the sensitivity, alright, and to your own personalized needs without the need of a phone or an app at all. Alright, so this can be used standalone. Alright, so this is what you'll be presented with. Really, really awesome. So yeah, I've been wearing this hearing aids for about a week now, and I'm really, really impressed by it. And not only does it help you enhance your hearing, this thing can also play music as well. So no matter, you know, you're out walking or strolling, alright, you can play your favorite songs or listen to your favorite music as well if you are not using it for hearing. Alright, so yeah, you can play various music. And another thing that you guys can do with this is to answer call as well. So you heard that right. So this thing also has a built-in mic that lets you answer call hands-free. Alright, so you don't have to, you know, disconnect and put your phone, alright, and you can have a really, really nice and clear conversation with this piece together. So you might be worried about, you know, using this in the rain, alright, or you know, if you're sweating a lot, alright, while doing exercises. This thing is IPX5 water resistant, so you don't have to worry about, you know, splashes of water, rains, all this. Alright, it doesn't affect this at all, so you can use this comfortably, alright, no matter how wet the occasion can be. Alright, and this thing has a really long battery life as well, up to 14 hours of continuous usage, so you can use this probably the whole day. Alright, so you just need to charge one time per day. Alright, if you use this for less than, you know, 6 hours a day, you can use this for two times a day before you need to charge it. So yeah, it has really, really incredible battery life in this thing. Alright, and there is this button over here I forgot to mention, alright, in the video. Alright, this button over here, you guys can do a lot of quick stuff, alright, like a quick access stuff. So you can, like, you know, answer calls, end call, and pause play music with the button beside it. Alright, and on top here they do have a volume up and volume down button. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera. Yep. So yeah, it's physical button, so you guys can adjust the volume on the go if you find that your hearing aid is picking up too much noise, right? Or you know, and probably like you find like, you know, that person is too chit chatty and too nagging. Alright, and you don't want to hear their nags, just lower down the volume and you can barely hear them at all. So yeah, this is one really good feature of this as well. Okay, so if you have someone who is very naggy, you can use this to lower their volume and you will feel more in peace. Another thing about this is, alright, like I said, this thing has a standalone device, so you don't need an app for it. But if you were to prefer to use a phone, alright, and as an app to control, alright, or to personalize your hearing aids, you can use the phone itself, and this is how the app looks like. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty much exactly has the same function as the standalone device. But if you don't want to bring the standalone device around with you, alright, you can always use the app itself, and you guys can adjust the volume. Alright, you can adjust the balance between both sides of the ear. Alright, you guys can also can see all your adapter list settings, or you can update the firmware, this and that. Alright, you can have feedback about us. Alright, and you can also enter adaptation. So this is basically much like the fitting device, standalone fitting device. You can use this to you know, change the you know, each hertz polling rate. Alright, you guys can adjust. Alright, and you can put this on and adjust it. Alright, and you can change back to right ear. Alright, no, I'm not adjusting the left ear, so you can select around and just click on save, and you guys can, you know, save a name like on today's, or like for, you can have certain profiles as well. So you can basically have like one day for outdoors, one for sport activity, one for conversation. You guys can have certain profile specifically tuned, alright, for like certain occasion as well. So if you prefer that, or if you just want a general one, you can just put like general, alright, and you can save it as general, so you guys can see your tuning and that, and you can just use. So you can have like multiple profiles, I would say. Alright, so you guys can choose between multiple profiles. Today you want to use this for sports, alright, you guys can, you know, have a specific tuning for that, alright, and you guys can do certainly as all. Alright, every time when you boot up this device, you do not need the app as well, or you don't need to connect to like a standalone device, or you don't even need to connect to your phone at all. Okay, you can just put this on, turn it on, and instantly use it as a hearing aid with the profile that you have tuned to. So you always you know, switch to the profile that you are using, so you don't have to tune it every time you want to use it. So just put it on and hear it, and you can go on with your daily life without the need, unless you need to like do some adjustment to it, then you connect to an app or use the standalone device. So it's very, very useful feature. Alright, so you guys can do that on the app itself. And yeah, alright, so yeah, this is pretty much what you can do on the app itself. So yeah, in conclusion, if you have mild to moderate hearing problem, or if you have, you know, you have an elderly parent, alright, or grandmother that, you know, have some hearing issues. As you know, when people get old, their hearing degenerates. Alright, you guys can use this for them as well. And you know, this is the only hearing aid that they really designed to fit the user really well, right? So they include this standalone device which is extremely well, like my grandmother, who, you know, doesn't know how to use a phone, even a simpler smartphone, she don't know how to use it. Alright, this is really useful because the buttons are really simple, just 3 buttons and there's a knob. So it's very easy for her to learn and for her to adjust to her own liking as well. So yeah, you can just use this, and even for someone who doesn't have a phone, they can also have their own personalized hearing aids, alright, without, you know, spending over 2,000-3,000 for, you know, a hearing aid that they give you. And this thing looks very natural, like I said at the earlier start of the video. Alright, when you put it on, it just looks like any other, you know, Bluetooth headset, open ear Bluetooth headset, alright, that, you know, you can see. So every time when you go out, alright, people will think that you're just wearing a headset, not knowing that you're wearing a hearing aid. Whereas, you know, most traditional hearing aids is very stand out, like you guys can know that, oh, that guy is hearing aid. So if you are the person that you don't want people to know that you're wearing a hearing aid, yeah, you can use this hearing aid basically for multiple purposes. This will be perfect for you. You can use this as core. So yeah, it can be a hearing aid and as well as a sports headphones, earphones, or whatever you are going to be. Alright, so yeah, it's really incredible. It's like basically like an all-in-one solution to your hearing aids, and it doesn't stand out in the cloud at all. People will just think that you're just wearing a normal sports headphone. So once again, if you guys want to check out this really awesome and really interesting, alright, hearing aid, you guys can check out the first link in the video description down below and get it for yourself. And like I say, after 1 week of using this, it has really improved the way I hear things, alright, and I'll be more responsive and more alert to my surrounding, alright. So this has been really improvement to my life. So if you are getting, you know, looking out there, you know, for hearing aid that doesn't break the bank, but, you know, gives you all the features or even more features than a traditional hearing aid. You know, traditional hearing aid only offers, like, you know, helps you hear better, alright. This one has so many features, not just only hearing aid. So yeah, this is a really awesome device. Like I say, if you guys want to check out the Mearsun, alright, MES E100 hearing aids, alright, you guys can check out the first link in the video description down below and get this hearing aid for yourself. So yeah, that's all today, guys, and this is J.Force Gaming, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Peace out.
I don't wanna cry.